Football is back and Monday Night Football is here. This Monday Night Football preview is brought to you by Footballguys.com. Save time, worry less, and win more. We're here to help you win. So let's get into it. We have the Ravens and the Raiders on Monday Night Football. It's a 50.5 point over-under. So the storyline going into this game is this terrible injury luck the Ravens have faced this offseason. Recently, running backs J.K. Dobbins, Justice Hill, and Gus Edwards have all been lost to season-ending injuries, as well as their cornerback, Marcus Peters, who is elite. We'll see how heavily they lean on Lamar Jackson, not only on his legs from seasons past, but on his arm as well throughout the season. Let's take a look at the in-season weekly projections here on footballguys.com. I'm going to start with the quarterbacks here. We have Lamar Jackson here at number 4 overall. He has a great matchup against the Raiders. We know so much of his fantasy value comes from his legs. We're going to wait and see how he looks on Monday night because of the depleted running back core and wide receiver core as well. But the good news is the Raiders were ranked 29th in the NFL last season. They only had 21 total sacks. We know they're not great at getting to the quarterback, and this bodes well for Lamar. For sure, you are starting him. Let's not discount the Raiders completely in this game. I know we got to scroll all the way down here to number 21 overall for Derek Carr's weekly ranking this week. He did have his best statistical career season in 2020. He completed 67% of his passes, but we know this Ravens defense is elite. They limited opposing quarterbacks to 5.6 yards per attempt last year. So you're likely not starting him in a one quarterback league, but certainly a valuable option for Superflex. Moving on to the running backs in this matchup, my eyes here are on Tyson Williams for the Ravens. He is one of the last running backs standing that knows the playbook for this Monday night. Now, it's worth noting they brought in running backs Le'Veon Bell, Devonta Freeman, and most recently Latavius Murray. Murray could have the edge in this backfield in weeks to come, but Tyson Williams has the edge for this Monday night. I expect him to get a large workload. I am happy plug and playing him as an RB2 this week. Looking at Josh Jacobs here at number 19 overall, it's worth noting he was just downgraded to questionable with an illness. So we need to make sure you are picking up his counterpart, Kenyan Drake, or you have another safety player on your bench like a Tyson Williams to plug and play just in case Jacobs is downgraded to out on Monday night. If Jacobs plays, we know when the Raiders are losing a game, Josh Jacobs simply disappears. Couple that with the fact that the Raiders have been fairly quiet on Jacobs' recent injury he's been dealing with. Couple that with Kenyan Drake, a thorn in the side in that backfield, and the fact that the Ravens' run defense is fairly elite as evidenced by their playoff play last year. This might be an ugly night for Josh Jacobs. We shall see. Moving on to the wide receivers. As I mentioned here, the Ravens wide receiver core is depleted almost as badly as their running backs. Not quite, but they will be without newly drafted rookie wide receiver Rashad Bateman. He is on IR. So we're looking at Hollywood Brown here at number 47 overall, and also Sammy Watkins down here, 62 overall. Worth noting, Hollywood Brown was nursing a hamstring injury, but he has no injury designation coming into this game. So we'll see how he performs. My eyes are going to be on Sammy Watkins this week. As we know, he's making his debut with the Ravens. We know he has this history of being a week one superstar and then slowly disappears into the abyss in the season as it goes along. But I'm fine flexing him in this matchup. Worth noting, on the other side of the ball, the Raiders wide receivers here, we have Henry Ruggs here at 56, Dyan Edwards here at 59. One of these guys could catch a long ball from Derek Carr and have a fine game if they get into the end zone. But I'm really not looking to flex these guys. Honestly, this is a tough matchup. I'm not sure I'm comfortable putting these guys into my lineup. Who I'm most excited to watch, moving on here to the tight end position. Two of the best tight ends in the game, Mark Andrews for the Ravens and Darren Waller for the Raiders. I expect Mark Andrews not only to be pretty busy on Monday night, but for at least the first half of the season with these wide receiver core for the Ravens being depleted. He is going to ball out this Monday. He is a spot start there for you in your tight end position. He's going to explode. Now on the other side of the ball with Darren Waller, I expect him to have a good game as well versus the Ravens, but we could see cornerback Marlon Humphrey shadow Darren Waller. Considering he's the best player on the field for the Raiders, I wouldn't be surprised to see that. We might want to temper our expectations just slightly for Darren Waller, but I'm sure he'll have a great night. If you would like more information like these weekly season projections, be sure to check out footballguys.com. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck this week with your matchups.